Okay, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the morning routine, and I'm going to be talking about the importance of consistency. Okay, enjoy. So, I did a video a few days ago about the morning routine, and people were giving feedback about it and finding that they found it very powerful, but noticing that quite a few people they struggle to have this consistent morning routine. So I thought I would just share with you just something very simple today. So today, one of the things I wanted to share about morning routine, and this kind of links in with a spiritual practice as well, is this thing about consistency. I think sometimes there's two sides of it. Either we will practice when we feel like we need it. So maybe we're a bit down, it's like, right, I'm going to practice. Then when we feel good, it's like, no, I don't need to practice. And what I want to share with you today is this thing about consistency. And for me, that means practicing every day. You know, like I said in the video on Wednesday, I practice 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and then the weekends I'll do probably half an hour. So I do a little bit less, I have more of a break. But it's a consistent practice. It's just part of me that when I wake up I'll meditate. When I go to bed I'll meditate, and I'll do some other practices as well. And this is just what I do. I brush my teeth. This is what I do when I get up, go to bed. So I see with people is we're consistent when we feel we need it. So it might be we're going through a struggle, right, I'm going to practice. But then when it's started to pay off the fruits and we start to really feel good, then we stop. We stop the practice. And really what we need to do is we need to really get that practice consistent so that when we start to dip, that practice will carry us through the dip until we start to rise again. But what most of us do is we stop the practice. Then when we dip again, it's like we don't have that energy or that impetus, or we just say a practice doesn't work, a morning routine doesn't work. And yet you look around you at the world, those who are successful, spiritual people who have a spiritual practice, they all have this morning routine. They all have an evening routine. So what I suggest, this is just really what I want to share today, is just consistency. Make sure that you're consistent. And you know, there's a saying that says that if you miss 3 days in a row, then the fourth day it's a bit like starting again from scratch. That's why I suggest to people you still practice at the weekends. You still practice when you're on holiday. You still practice when you're away working. You do that practice even when you shift situations, because otherwise what happens is you miss it for more than 3 days, then it's very difficult to start getting the practice going again. So so that's the essential reflection for today. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And I also wanted to share that in a few weeks I am going to be doing an online workshop, webinar about spiritual practice, how to set up and maintain a spiritual practice, like your morning routine, what are the practices to do, the things I've learned over the past 20 or so years. And if you want to learn more, please either visit my website or go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com Piers Public, and I will be posting things in there. So many blessings to you and have an amazing day. Okay, be well.